this week on Dine Drink CLE, the podcast.
It's just so fun. Like anyone should go. I say that my family calls me the Polish princess in our family. And so I like to think of myself as the people's Polish princess. So I promise you, if you come out to Dyngus Day, like you're gonna have someone to polka with. Either it's me or someone else. Like people are just out for a good time and to celebrate spring.
And then you do what? You put a peep on top and eat it?
Yeah.
Can you weigh in, Pete?
I'm stunned silent for the first time in a very long time.
Framing a limestone fountain, and there's a lot of, while it's really nice in the daytime, the uplighting and the skylights at night, it's fabulous.
Yes.
The lighting's just great.
Very golden, a lot of warm golden colors. Their elevator, I went in their elevator, it was gold. I was like, oh my God. Like,
Yeah.
Like even this is.
I'm Josh Duke.
And I'm Alex Darus.
And you're either watching or listening to Dine Drink CLE, the podcast, where each and every week we are going to be joined by cleveland.com's best and brightest food experts, insiders, and influencers, talking all things food and drink here in the Cleveland scene. What are we talking about today, Alex?
We got a lot of exciting things going on. It's another holiday season, I guess. Easter's coming up, so candy, eggs, we got a lot to discuss there. We're going to also be talking about you visiting the new RH Rooftop with Paris Wolfe in a little bit. But first, we're going to be talking all things Dyngus Day, which if you don't know what Dyngus Day is in Cleveland, you're about to learn. So, yeah.
Yeah, so, and who better to talk about Dyngus Day with than Miss Dyngus Day herself of 2023. When she's not, being a crime reporter, Molly Walsh here at cleveland.com, apparently she's being Miss Dyngus Day. So welcome, Molly. Tell us a little bit about Dyngus Day.
Hi, thank you so much for having me on. I'm so excited. Dyngus Day is my favorite holiday of the year. There's so much that goes into it. It's cultural. It's just a good time of community. It brings people together. And I think in Cleveland, where we often have a lot of rain and cold days, it's just another great example of how we can have fun in Cleveland.
Oh, yeah. I guess to get started, like, how did you become Miss Dyngus 2023? Like, what's the process like?
Okay, no, it is a whirlwind process. It's so fun. So I am really nerdy and I applied for it, but it is a competition. So there is a pageant that goes into it. People usually can get picked from the crowd too, but I applied like last spring. It was my 10th ever Dyngus Day in Cleveland, so it was really special. And they ask a bunch of different questions on the application process, like, why you should be crowned Miss Dyngus, your pierogi making skills, just a bunch of different stuff like that. And then I also for the pageant, the day of Dyngus Day, that was just a whirlwind. That literally felt like Miss Universe in Cleveland.
Wow. Yeah. So then the day of, is there like anything you have to do, or are you just kind of picked from, does DJ Kishka pick the winner?
Yeah, so the old Miss Dynguses, the prior Miss Dynguses, they're the ones who pick. There's kind of like a board, almost like a committee for Miss Dyngus Day. DJ Kishka, I know, right? It's amazing. It is cutthroat competition. So DJ Kishka is kind of the MC of the event, and yeah, we host a pageant. So during the competition or in the pageant, there is a pierogi eating contest. There is a babushka fashion show.
Ooh,
great time. There's a babushka fashion show, pierogi eating contest, finish the polka, a Dyngus Day trivia, and a polka-thon, of course. So you have the polka
Of course.
competition.
Yeah.
Yes. And let me tell you, after eating like 3 pierogies, going out there and doing like a high-speed dance for a while, everyone was like sweating.
yeah. No, that's kind of like a recipe for someone to get sick.
Oh my
So
God.
obviously food is a big deal, big part of Dyngus Day. And I'm not that familiar with Dyngus Day, I'll be honest. I'm a Clevelander, but I have not interacted with that very much.
Your first one this year, you're going to be going.
It's going to be my first one. So as
buckle
I'm
up.
as I'm looking at it, doing a little bit of research, I'm noticing some like weird tradition, not weird, but interesting traditions of like spraying each other with water, hitting each other with a certain flour. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, absolutely. It's part of the tradition for sure. And it is kind of like weird. It is different from other celebrations you might see. Like you don't see it on St. Patrick's Day. So Dyngus Day is also called Wet Monday. And it's kind of the celebration for the end of Lent or like the start of the spring season. So there's a couple different like historical traditions that come into it. One of them is the idea that pouring water is like a spiritual renewal type thing.
Yeah, like baptism.
Yeah. Like an ancient like Slavic tradition. It's like just like that, like a baptism. So no, there's like the tradition, there's that. And then for sprinkling like water, it morphed into like a flirting tradition.
Yeah.
Kind of. So it's like typically where like men would sprinkle women with water and the women hit them with pussy willows. So it's kind of like a weird like flirty kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's fun times. I mean, you go in and you're not getting like soaked or anything crazy. I mean, one of the first years I was at a Happy Dog and someone was just going ham with like their water gun and it was just a great time.
Yeah.
It also goes back to like the idea of sprinkling people with water is it goes back to the baptism of the first Polish king. So that's why it kind of became like a symbol of like, well, we should all like renewal or baptism like that. So
yeah, but if you get squirted with a squirt gun on Monday, that means you have a secret admirer.
I'm not interested in getting into any water fights. Okay, so keep your aqua to yourself.
Someone wants to be a polka partner. You gotta take them up on it.
Yeah.
But
have you ever polka'd?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it'll be your first time.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it.
I'll get the footage, ladies and gentlemen. Follow at Dine Drink CLE on
Don't
Instagram.
spray me with water, but if you want to throw like I don't know, a punch key or something my way, go for it.
Yeah. So as Miss Dyngus, what are some of the things you've had to do in the past year? Like, did you have to go to Punchki Day and everything like that?
Oh, yes. I went to Punchki Day. I went to Rudy Strudel in Parma, and that was an awesome time. I saw Josh,
Yeah.
and that was a great time. I mean, people were lining up for Punchkis at like 2 or 3 a.m., and Lydia, who's like the owner of Rudy's, I mean, she was working. That it was like a naval ship with like punchkis flying out the windows, lying out the door. It was a great time. So I got to go there and kind of celebrate and meet all my Dyngus fans.
Yeah,
it was a good time.
Your subjects.
Yes, exactly. I know. I was like, I'm down with the monarchy. I'm not really that kind of person, but for Dyngus Day, yes.
Yeah, it's funny. Sorry, it's funny you bring up Rudy's. It's like there's a lot of local community, I guess, Polish restaurants, organizations that are being involved. So besides Rudy's, like, or is Rudy's involved in Dyngus Day, and who else is?
I'm pretty sure they do something. Like everybody is.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the breweries, I'm trying to think of a few. I know Forest City, I think Schnitz Ale House, and one other. They're making specifically Dyngus Day Polish style beers. Just for that, a lot of the restaurants will serve pierogies or what are other like
Sure, I can
the
give
food
you
things?
like the Polish food of Cleveland, like Smackdown.
Yeah.
I mean, just in the Gordon Square neighborhood where the Dyngus Day celebrations in Cleveland really started. Of course, there's brew nuts, so they're having brewskis and punchkis, which is a fun time. But honestly, like any restaurant in that area, also in Tremont, I saw some kind of by around the corner in Lakewood that are having some Dyngus Day events. For Polish food, I highly suggest hitting up in Parma, State Road and Ridge Road. So State Road is kind of more like Ukrainian Village, and then Ridge Road is like a little Parma, I like always call it. Grew up like around there.
But I know this year too, they're taking it back to the streets a little bit more. Yeah. So they closed down a few blocks of Detroit Road, and I'm sure there will be every few steps a pierogi or a punchki or a piwo, which is right. Is that how you say beer?
Got it.
Beer in Polish. Literally all in the middle of the road.
Yeah,
so.
It's all over. You will not be able to miss it. I mean, it is like a crazy festival. I'm trying to think. So right by Gordon Green, it's probably like 58th in Detroit around there. I have to double check with the address. But that's where like one of the festival is, because it started like on the streets like more than 10 years ago. And it just grew. It just grew and grew and grew. I mean, by their 4th year or so, I think like 15,000 people like showed up for Dyngus Day. And that just shows. I mean, when we want like, if someone in Cleveland wants a good time, it's like, we're going to find a way to have it.
Yeah. I mean, it's the Monday after Easter too. You
Yeah.
would think like, okay, everyone's ready to go back to work if you were on spring break or something.
Yeah.
It's like, not in Cleveland. You will be partying in the rain.
Yeah, some people get one St. Patrick's Day. We get two, apparently.
Basically, it's
Yeah.
a
Basically.
Polish St. Patrick's Day. Is kind of
Yeah.
how the first, like the lead for it. I'm like, what is it? And I'm like, well, here's the vibe.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It's just so fun. Like anyone should go. I say that my family calls me the Polish princess in our family.
Oh my God.
And so I like to think of myself as the people's Polish princess. So I promise you, if you come out to Dyngus Day, like you're gonna have someone to polka with. Either it's me or someone else. Like people are just out for a good time and to celebrate spring.
Yeah, no,
Awesome.
you're a great face for Dyngus Day for sure.
I'm honored. It is truly like when I won the pageant, I literally almost like fainted. If you saw it, it literally looked like I was being handed like $1 million. And that's honestly how it felt. It was great. I mean, I remember my mom and my girlfriend were like front row, and I was like blacked out on the stage. We got like 3 pierogies, no sour cream, which was terrible.
Yeah.
That's so hard, like to gobble them down after dancing. And so I remember like I ate them and I had no idea how fast everyone around me was going. So I like
in the zone.
literally was like focusing. Literally like I had to like focus on this. And I ate the pierogi and I looked around and everyone else was like still eating. But so I held my bowl and I remember just like holding it in my hand and my mom was just like, drop the bowl.
No,
I
you
was
didn't
like,
know
I had
the
no
rules.
idea. So I just like dropped it and was just like standing there like, okay. And then everyone cheered and I was like, okay, I guess that's fine. But it was cutthroat competition, but everyone should go for it. You don't have to be Polish to go for Miss Dyngus.
You just have to appreciate the
Yes,
culture.
Yes. I have an Irish name, but like whole mom's side of the family is Polish. So it confused people. But I was like, I promise I can polka. I have some basic terms in Polish. So I mean, but it's a great time.
Is there anything else that you want to say as Miss Dyngus, like that you think most people should know before heading into Dyngus Day if they've never been for their first time?
Well, I had some trivia for you guys.
Yes,
Some
no, I
Dyngus
know.
trivia.
I don't know. I didn't study
So-
for this.
Dump us.
I've got some Dyngus trivia for you guys. I mean, it's just a great time, honestly. And the best thing is, whatever you don't know in Dingus trivia, it's like you will learn it. You're gonna
Okay.
learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lay them on. I'm just interested to see what Josh's answer.
I know. I can't
He's
wait.
never been.
I know.
Well, I got all your questions right for the record. I'll remind you. Yes, I did.
I know. I thought that was going to be harder, but I also gave you
Well,
multiple choice.
That's true. Is this not multiple choice? Oh shoot.
This is more like fill in the blank
Oh,
style.
okay.
So
Yes.
you really got to be on. I give you multiple choice. Well,
It's okay.
nah,
He
it's
needs
gotta
to
fill in
do.
the blank.
He needs to step up.
It's fine. You're gonna be totally fine.
That's
Okay.
why you
Honestly.
won last time because you had options.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, everything will be good.
Okay.
Okay, so first question for Dingus trivia. What year was the first Miss Dingus Day Cleveland crowned?
I'm gonna say 2016.
2010.
2011.
I was close.
You were
You're pretty
close.
close. You're pretty close. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Next question. You might need to take a second. We might need like some Jeopardy music. How do you spell punchki?
Ooh. I'm probably gonna get
You
it
go
wrong.
first.
No, because I want to spell it the way it sounds, and it's nowhere near the way.
I
it
know,
sounds.
that's
You gotta
why I want
picture
you to
the
go
box. You gotta
first.
picture the.
Yes, you're right. PZC, or I don't know. It's like a weird sign, right? Is it not? Oh wait, I'm looking at the box.
No.
No, it's PACK
I'm impressed.
or PACZ?
Isn't there a J in there or something?
PAC something. I don't know. I quit. Alex.
PACKZI.
You guys are so impressive. So close. PACZI.
That was a nice way.
No, that's great. You guys are so close.
PACZ. Oh, so the Z
That's-
is between the C and the K.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I got you
Yeah.
on that one.
I know.
So
He started
impressive.
with PCK.
I know, you forgot the A, and I was like, he'll come back.
I'm like looking at my memory of the box. I'm like, wait, no, there is an A in there.
You
Yeah.
gotta like type it, then you'll know.
Yeah, because it looks like pods.
A patchki.
or
Kind of.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get that all
Yeah.
the time. Everyone thinks like patchki, potchki. It's
Yeah.
like punchki.
Yeah.
All right. My next one, and I did give this answer away in one of our little interview questions,
Mhm.
but what is another word for Dingus Day?
Oh, I did not pick that up
Josh
at
is like,
all.
I'm out.
Wet Monday.
Oh shoot, that's
With the
right. you did
water.
say
With the
that.
water.
Okay, there's
did say
two
that.
more. Do you want to take a guess? Two other names that I know of.
Are they in Polish?
One is in Polish.
April Fool's Day.
No jokes about Polish or Dingus Day.
Polish Easter?
No, close though. Close. I'm so impressed. It's Easter Monday
Mhm.
and
Oh.
Smigus Dingus.
Smiget. What does that
Smigus
mean?
Dingus. It's Dingus Day in Polish.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now you got to go on Monday, and then everyone will think that you're a veteran of Dingus Day if you call it that.
A word you need to know for Dingus Day in Cleveland. You ready? Well, I'll help you. Ready? It's Nazdrovia.
Nostrovia.
Yeah, that's cheers in Polish.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, like I said, you have some.
So there'll be a lot of people like Nostrovia.
Mhm.
Yes. And
Yes.
I'll be like, great. He can polka and he can party. You're
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, you'll be perfect.
Mm.
Awesome. You have any more questions for us?
Those are all of my trivia questions.
we
Thank
didn't do that bad.
No, I would give you like a solid like 90.
We
I
should.
mean, that's generous. I would give us like maybe a D plus, C.
Okay, no, a
minus.
C. We passed.
We passed. A
You
D.
definitely
Well, a D plus
passed.
is passing technically
You
for
get,
the record.
D's get degree. No,
D's-
it's C's
no.
get degrees.
It's-
I think D's do too, but I don't know. Conversation for another time.
They're not
Well,
gonna
no,
grade you.
now what we'll do is after you go on Monday, we'll have to ask you the questions and see if what you've learned.
Yeah, no, literally, you're gonna have to take this and be like, "See, I know everything's going on. I'll be fine."
There you go.
Here you go.
Josh
thank
for
you.
Miss Dyngus 2024. Vote Josh. Okay. Cute cuts. And next up, we're going to talk about Easter traditions, Easter candy, and all things Easter food with Peter Chakerian. So, hey, Pete, how are you doing?
Hi, friends.
Yeah, so you wrote a classic CLE column recently about BA Sweeties, which seems like Easter candy headquarters.
Oh, yes. Sugar shock afterwards, too. It was quite a good time. I always have loved BA Sweeties, and I'm pretty particular about my sweets. So to have so many different choices was just wonderful. They have everything that dates back to the 50s and 60s in terms of sweets. So anything that you can think of that you maybe wish you had from your childhood all over again, or you'd like to go back and revisit, it's all right there. And I love it. And they're really geared up now for Easter as well. So they've got a whole slew of Easter baskets that are all pre-done, but you can also build your own and do it with any number of sort of cool retro candy and soda and gum and anything else that you can think of that people would love to have.
Sounds like they're offering some pretty cool, high quality Easter baskets.
Yeah, there's a lot of local. I'm working on a story now. It'll be out by the time this podcast is out, but about local candy stores and chocolatiers to buy Easter candy at. And there's a lot. Like, I mean, Mally's Chocolates, obviously. All City Candy is another big one. Sweet Designs in Lakewood, they do more high-end chocolate, but they still, they'll do a chocolate bunny and peanut butter filled eggs and all that stuff. So it's kind of like you could get really creative with your Easter basket, being the foodies we are.
Yes. And I don't know. I love Easter candy. It offers a variety of nice sweets and treats. And I gotta say, my favorite, I don't know how you guys feel about
You're
it.
going to say Peeps.
Peeps. Peeps are like
Illegal.
Peeps are like A tier candy. I don't know how anybody could say anything.
Ew.
Yes. They are A tier
Do
candy.
you get like the basic Peeps? Because when I was writing this story, I found they have like Dr. Pepper flavored Peeps.
Yeah, basic Peeps. I don't mess around like with the sour flavors or any of that. But the basic Peeps, you know, the yellows, the blues, the
Ew.
vanillas. I think they add so much to
What
the world.
is the culinary descriptive, the culinary experience of eating a Peep? Can you walk us through that?
Yes.
Why it's special to you?
The reason it's special to me is because the sensation of having that crusty, sugary like layer.
A crusty Peep.
I mean, yes, absolutely. The stale Peeps are the best Peeps, for the record.
Ew.
Yes, that makes it even better because having that exterior that you can almost feel like the sandy, sugary
Sand.
yes, in a good way, not dry, but like the grain, the granular texture of it hitting your tongue is just amazing.
So it's not
And
just the
dissolves
marshmallow.
Well, that I hadn't gotten there. We're just on the outside right now. Yeah, you gotta
Jesus.
wait. Give me time to cook here, Alex. So then when you finally get to explore the inside and you just have an explosion of marshmallow and cream-ish kind of textures and you're
You make it sound way better than a real
It
Peep.
is. Peeps can be made with cookies, cakes.
Wait, excuse me?
Yeah.
What do you, like, you eat a Peep on a chocolate chip cookie?
No, I didn't say chocolate chip. I said
Like,
cookie. Like a sugar cookie.
and then you do what? You put a Peep on top and eat it?
Yeah.
Can you weigh in, Pete?
I'm stunned silent for the first time in a very long time. You had me at the very beginning, Josh. I mean, I could get passionate behind that sort of crusty exterior you're talking about. My father-in-law was a huge Peeps fan, and that was his thing, especially when they started to get into that sort of almost stale territory. But I'm not a Peeps fan. I'm like 7-Up, never had it, never will, just not for me.
Down with Peeps.
You can put them on cake, pies. I guess.
Like,
I
can
can
you
imagine.
explain, like, what are the, like, how?
Wait,
What do you
Like, are you
mean?
baking it?
No. Okay, no. You don't bake it into a cake, but it's a great, like, okay, you have a vanilla pie and you have like Peeps as your, like, I'm not pie. vanilla cake. You have like Peeps as your garnish almost. Like you just have a slice of cake with the peep on top and you bite into it.
That's
you got the
disturbing.
marshmallow. It's no different than if you use like marshmallows as
Yeah, but I don't love. I thought like I think that marshmallows, unless like it is a gourmet marshmallow, like a basic s'more marshmallow, if you were just eating them straight up, you are. It's for children. Like that's a child food.
Right,
like there's no like.
Right, but it's not just a marshmallow; it's a peep.
Do you put them in the microwave?
I don't really do that, but I could see that being good.
No, they explode, dude.
Well,
you only actually.
I've
eat
never
them.
done that. I've never.
You
put it
get
in
the Peeps in your Easter basket for the sole purpose of putting them in the microwave to watch them explode.
Oh, you're saying that's the only function.
Am
they
I
serve.
right?
This is gone in a direction I could not possibly have picked.
This is blasphemy. I can't believe you're so against Peeps.
Do you like jelly beans too?
No, jelly beans are awful.
Jelly bellies are good though.
Yeah, some of them are good.
I do like jelly bellies. There is a difference. There's a fundamental difference between
depends.
jelly bellies and the rest of the jelly bean family.
Yeah, I hate
Mhm.
those like big jelly beans. Like they have like Starburst jelly beans that are actually kind of good.
Yeah, you know what? Now that you mention it, I agree with that. It does depend.
You know what I saw the other day at the store actually?
What?
Peeps cereal.
I don't know about that one.
We got to get Josh
but
to
you know
test
what? When
that
you think
out.
about it.
No.
Basically, in a Lucky Charms, that's just marshmallows and Cheerios, basically. So, like, why not replace the marshmallows with Peeps
I
or
can
like little
see-
mini Peeps?
I can absolutely see the headline for Josh's column on this too. I tried Peeps cereal so that you don't have to.
And
Well,
I'm
I
probably the
want
only
to.
person that would eat it again.
I actually think, you know what? At first, on first sound, that didn't sound like a good idea, but now that it actually sounds pretty good. Yeah.
Did you ever eat going back to jelly beans, the nasty jelly beans? You know what I'm talking about? They were
Oh.
like the ones that tasted like toothpaste and stuff.
Yeah, like with like a fart flavor, a booger flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make
Those
you-
are fun to just play around with, but obviously not very good.
Yeah.
Oh, the Birdie Bots.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
that's what
Harry
it's called.
Potter,
Yeah.
The Birdie Bots jelly
Mhm.
beans, the jelly bellies that they do.
Yeah, you don't know if it's a
Yeah.
good or a bad one.
Yeah, those
are they-
bags stink though. Like it all
Ew.
gets together. If you ever smell the bag, it's
I
horrible.
don't need to like visualize.
Well,
That's not a
brought it up.
sensory experience I want to be tapped
Well,
into.
You brought it up. I think the first flavor you mentioned was
Toothpaste.
Toothpaste.
You said boogers and farts. I kept it the most mild
it's
one.
all in there. Okay.
I actually saw also when I was doing the candy story, they have I forget which candy store sells it, but like full bags of dill pickle flavored jelly beans.
Can't get with that.
Would you do it? Would
No.
you do it?
No, can't say that I would.
What about buttered popcorn jelly belly? I feel like that's
Those are good actually.
that's
Those
a
are
controversial flavor.
controversial flavor, but actually not bad in retrospect. You eat them and they don't taste that bad at all.
What else is Easter? Oh, what is the best shape of Reese's? Is it the egg? Is it the pumpkin? Is it the tree?
I would say egg. I would say, you know what? Now that you mention that, yeah, I forget that they do multiple different shapes, but yeah, if I had to pick one, it'd be egg all day, every day. But maybe it's just because it's about to be Easter, and I'm just
No,
in
I
the-
think the pumpkin is better. Like the surface area, chocolate to peanut butter.
It's the ratio. It's all about the ratio.
Really? You think the
kinda-
pumpkin
I'm kinda-
too?
No,
Oh.
I'm kind of with you. I think I'm leaning more towards egg.
It's
Definitely not the tree.
The tree's got too much chocolate
Yeah.
because of the number of corners and
Mm.
everything.
Yeah,
They
but
should
it's
make
like
it-
perfectly mouth shaped. You know, you can just plop it right in there. You know, just like a tongue. Fall straight on your tongue.
Do you have any other alarming Easter candy facts you want to horrify us with today?
No.
There's gonna be a Chiron running at the bottom of this. Like we're all afraid of Josh. Run away.
No,
run
we're not.
away.
Yeah, we're not responsible if you throw up while listening to Josh
No, I mean,
gush
I
about
don't
Peeps.
know. Peeps are just the best. I can't think of another holiday-oriented candy that would surpass Peeps.
Are you
at all.
serious?
At all? No. Mm-mm.
I just have to like think. Like you just shocked. Like a
Name
chocolate covered
one.
strawberry on Valentine's Day.
Okay. Well,
Period.
that's not
Done.
candy. That's like fruit with chocolate on it.
Oh, so that's a health food.
Yeah, I don't count that. That's different. But like candy corn, candy corn's pretty A tier too. I don't know.
What?
That'd be hard.
A tier.
A tier.
What's a candy
tier.
that you don't like that everyone else likes?
Candy corn?
Ooh,
Josh, I'm gonna follow you home after work and check your freezer for human
those
heads.
peanut. I don't know what they're called. They're like peanut shaped, or they look peanutty, but they taste like pasty almost.
A circus
Oh.
peanut?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
circus
those are
peanut.
terrible.
Yeah, those are all awful.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say.
Oh, I know. That would have been the trifecta. I would have been wrap it up.
What else is bad? What else?
No, what do you think is bad that other people like?
Oh, I thought people like those. I don't know. You'd have to name something. I don't know. There's a lot.
Like,
Of
do
stuff
you
out there.
eat gummy candy?
Yeah, like sour gummy worms. Those are the best.
Do you eat Whoppers, or the malted milk, what are the Easter version? A robin egg.
Oh, that's a good one.
Those
They're
are my
okay.
favorite.
They're okay. Those are like basically Milk Duds dressed up, right?
No, it's a Whopper.
I mean, yeah.
yeah, it's a
they're-
cute Whopper.
Okay,
But it's like harder than a Whopper on the outside, so it's kind of more satisfying.
they're okay. Those are like C tier.
What do you? Would you rather have a robin egg or a peep?
Can I pick C?
None of 'em?
Neither. I mean, that's sort of where I'm leaning.
You probably do you like dots?
No, that's like
That's my
That's
old
F
lady
tier.
candy that I'm into.
yeah, that's F tier quality right
so
there.
then you like Juji Fruits and Jujubes and
Yeah,
so
but
you
they
like that
hurt.
texture.
They hurt though.
They are
And they get
rough.
stuck to your teeth. F
And-
minus tier.
Minus,
Mm-mm.
but the peeps and the candy corn.
Peeps, A plus.
Wow. Now we all know what to put in Josh's Easter candy basket. And you'll have to go to, I'm pretty sure actually at All City Candy, they have like a whole section of just all the peeps.
Yeah, and fun fact about Peeps, they have no carbs.
Okay. Now he's going to
Okay, it
say
may not
it's
be
healthy.
carbs. It may not be carbs. It's either no carbs or no fat. It's one of those two. It's something crazy.
So it's healthy.
What about
It's
no
semi.
flavor?
Yeah. What about no,
What do you mean no flavor? It's nothing but sugar. That's a flavor.
It's, I thought you said not that much sugar.
Oh,
I'm like, it's
no.
all
It's
sugar.
all sugar.
Oh, do you eat, what are those things? A Fun Dip.
Yeah, I like those. Those are the ones that you stick in.
Yeah, no, those
pretty
are
good.
like lame.
I mean, they're fine. I'm not gonna say like I seek that out in my adult
Would you
years,
eat a
but
gummy hamburger?
those are okay.
That's
Those are
a B tier.
That's like a D plus, C plus, somewhere in the DC, depending on how I'm feeling. Like the
We
Krabby
need
Patty
the-
looking ones.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
Krabby Patty.
Yeah,
You can get the whole meal now
yeah.
at some of the. I'm pretty sure Rocket Fizz, another one of the stores downtown. You can
Mhm.
get like gummy everything, gummy fried chicken.
I don't
Thanksgiving
know about
dinner.
That seems a little excessive.
It's all the same flavor. It's all the same.
I mean, how? Oh wait, is it going to be like the same size? Because I thought you were like what you're describing is like
It's
a
not-
chicken wing size. Gummy.
Is it a
No.
cheeseburger sized cheeseburger?
Well, you know what? You got me there. That's true.
All right. Well, hopefully Josh gets a whole basket of Peeps this Sunday for Easter.
And now we're joined by Paris Wolfe, and she's going to talk a little bit about RH Cleveland, the gallery at Pinecrest, which is a new high-end establishment with a rooftop restaurant. Welcome, Paris. Tell us a little bit about RH Cleveland's the gallery at Pinecrest.
Thanks, Josh. The gallery at Pinecrest is 2 stories of luxury furniture, if you will, a bit of a California vibe going on, and then some European decor. And then on the rooftop, there's a 150-seat restaurant with some outdoor areas for the wine bar guests. You can go up there, you can get a meal, you can buy wine and travel around the store while you're looking and drinking.
Oh, that sounds like a liability.
They have, I asked about that, and they have fabrics that resist staining.
I guess, yeah, that would be the ultimate test then if
Yeah.
it's
Right.
worth the money.
Right.
Right.
Walk
It's
around
supposed to
with-
wipe right off that red wine.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, it's kind of interesting the concept of a furniture store with a restaurant, but tell us a little
Well,
bit.
the idea is that you walk through the entire furniture store. Well, you have to get up to the roof.
Mhm.
So whether you're shopping or not shopping for furniture, you're going to see furniture and other decor and light fixtures on your way up. And you might just see a chair that you need or decide you want to redo your bedroom when you see something. in the store.
Especially after you have a glass of wine at the roof. And come back
That
down.
might influence your decision making.
Yeah. Yeah. And it just opened this past weekend. We probably could have led with that. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it opened this past weekend. Paris and I had an opportunity to check it out. I can say from my little experience here, it was really, really nice. You could get lost in all the great looking furniture setups, and it was literally like a giant piece of art. So I really enjoyed it. And
Like the really bougie version of IKEA.
Very. 70 rooms. You don't have to assemble it yourself.
Yeah.
It's grand in scale. If you have a large house with high ceilings, it certainly fills up the space very well.
And what about like the food menu? Like what is the vibe of that? I think
one of the neat things at the top of the menu is they do a lot of protection caviar, like on an avocado, on a potato chip. They call it a potato chip, but it's kind of like a cross between a potato chip and a potato skin with a little bit of caviar and creme fraiche. And then the rest of it, it's kind of ladies who lunch meets American steakhouse.
Cool.
I will say though, they had these lobster rolls on their menu, and they did offer little samplers at their preview party that we were able to go to. And I gotta tell you, it was so juicy, so flavorful. It was quality, and I really, really would like to go and try it once it opens. And I'm pretty sure it was like, I know it's in high-end, higher class establishment, but for a lobster roll, I think it was
28.
relatively okay priced. It was $28.
Yeah.
And
When you get the atmosphere.
yeah, you get
too.
the atmosphere. Right. And just to compare that price, we talked recently about Cousin Maine Lobster's lobster truck coming around in Cleveland, and their lobster rolls were about $24, I believe. So not that far off from that price there. So
Yeah. And then what is like the vibe of the rooftop restaurant part? Like
It's like a glass house. It has retractable walls for the summertime. There are 4 olive trees framing a limestone fountain, and there's a lot of, while it's really nice in the daytime, the uplighting and the skylights at night, it's fabulous.
Yes,
the lighting's just great.
very golden, a lot of warm golden colors. Their elevator, I went in their elevator, it was gold. I was like, oh my God. Like,
like even this is fancy.
Even I was like, where are the bathrooms so I can see what this is like? But I don't think I found one.
Oh, you have to. You always have to go to the
I
bathroom.
know. You always have to check those out. No, the restaurant, I think I would go again, but I would go during the golden hour right before sunset, because the lighting in there, like Josh said, is fabulous. And then the nighttime sky.
And I don't think we mentioned this, but this isn't the only RH kind of store restaurant concept, right? There's other.
No, they have 70 stores, but 16 of them have restaurants, which is impressive that Cleveland got one of those.
In the whole world, right? Yeah. That's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah, that is kind of impressive. I guess it's kind of like the Nordstrom Cafe
Only
thing, or
a lot classier. The Nordstrom Cafe is kind of tucked back in the corner.
Yeah.
After you've gone through everything, but it's kind of tucked away. This is like right there on the roof.
So do you think it's more of a dining destination that people will end up buying furniture at than more of a furniture store destination?
Yes.
Like for some
people, I think it's a dining destination.
It's not like you just go to
everyone.
Nordstrom for the Nordstrom Cafe.
No,
usually.
but it's a dining destination for everyone. And then the furniture is something for a select few.
Yeah. I think it's going to be like the perfect high-end date night, Valentine's Day, a special birthday, celebration. I think if you really want to splurge and have like a very dressy, classy night, I think that's kind of like the perfect venue, perfect
One of
space
their
for it.
representatives told me they had 50 proposals last year in Chicago because of the vibe.
Wow.
I could see that. I could
Right.
totally see that.
Right.
Yeah. In that rooftop restaurant area where that big fountain is and the big tree is, or the trees are, I could totally see that at sunset.
And it's white,
yeah.
so it wouldn't detract from the people if you were taking photos.
Yeah.
Because the floor is white, the furniture's white, the fountain's white.
Well, there you go. If you need to pop the question, that would be a good story idea, like best restaurants to get engaged at. Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
literally it would. I know I was looking for, I think I was looking for something like that around the time that I was about to get engaged, married, or whatever. So yeah. we should do that. And
Yeah.
this would be on the list for sure.
Absolutely. I got to check it out. I'm jealous you guys got to go, but now I have an excuse
Let's go
to,
to lunch.
yeah, Dine Drink CLE outing. We'll do the podcast from the rooftop bar,
Oh yeah.
right? That's- Thank you for listening to or watching Dine Drink CLE, the podcast. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or any other preferred podcast platform. Follow us on Instagram at DineDrinkCLE and subscribe to our newsletter at cleveland.com/newsletters. Thanks.